I will say getting ready for the baby has been no small feat. Ever since we had our little bit of a scare at 34 weeks pregnant, I have been wanting to bust my butt to get things done so that we can have things ready for the baby. Also still trying to relax and get some relaxation in, but also, guys, I'm not one to just sit and do nothing. I love to get things done, projects done. It makes me feel good and makes me feel motivated, so I can't just like sit and do nothing. So this is one of those projects that was just important to me to do before the baby comes. And I kept thinking like I better not go into labor while finishing this project because it was just like our whole room was torn apart. It was crazy. Anyway, so my name is Lindsay, if you guys didn't already know, and I make videos to motivate and to just kind of be with you while you get things done in your home that need to be done. I do a lot of to-do list motivation, and yeah, that's kind of what I like to do, and decluttering, because decluttering is very helpful to keep a happy and peaceful home, really. I am a little sick, as you might be able to notice with my voice, so I'm trying not to do too much talking in this video. I will be playing some music, which will be great, and I hope you like it, but I also will do some talking as well, because that's kind of what I like to do, and I'll just take some breaks in between with some music. But this is the bedroom that we will be sleeping in with the baby and everything, and it's going to be really nice to have it all painted, and it's just been so nice having it painted these last few days since finishing this project. It took us 3 days start to finish to do this, and the first day, which is what you're watching right now, is just me puttying the ceiling and puttying the walls and holes and things that I wanted to cover up. We had some like cracks in the walls and ceilings. Our whole house is made of plaster. Like all the walls are plaster, so there is some cracks and some stuff going on, but it's okay. It's not the worst. It's just a little bit crazy. But yeah, so just filling in those cracks and getting those things filled in is a big step in getting this room finished. Guys, this has been a 3-year job in the making. We redid our whole upstairs and basically everything, well, it's not done. There's a lot of small projects that need to be done, but like every room upstairs has been painted except my bedroom, and I wanted to get it done. I did have to take a trip to the Home Depot in the middle of the project to get more paint and primer. I didn't have any primer. I did grab a Scrub Daddy because they were not super expensive, like $4, I don't remember. And then I had to find the paint chip for my paint that I use on the color. Like I just got the same color as the walls in my living area and Dan's room, so that was really easy. This little search display thing that they have right next to all the paint chips was really nice. I was able to find it pretty quickly, other than me just being kind of a ditz and not looking in the right spot immediately. It's fine. And then I just grabbed the cheapest primer that there was. It was $15 for a gallon, and then I grabbed some of those things, whatever they are called. I still don't know what they're called. I'll even mention that later in the video. You'll see. And a couple of extra things I'll mention as well. And then I came home, threw down a drop cloth and on top of our bed so that I could sand a little bit. I didn't do a lot of sanding. I really just did a very, very rough sanding because I hate sanding, and I didn't really need a lot. It just needed to not be super rough, like wherever I put the putty. So I just kind of went all over everything and did it really quick. You can see little puffs of air. But yeah, that's all I did. So I just came back from Home Depot and I just sanded a little bit, but I got some in my eyes, like on my contacts. That felt really good. Okay, so I got the paint. We were like out of this paint, and this is just the color that we have in here. And then I got the primer, which I'm gonna prime the whole room, trim and everything, and then I'll worry about painting. But I wanted to get the paint. I thought we'd have it because I'm not going to do everything today. I just wanted to get some of it done. So I'm not even going to move the furniture. I'm just going to move stuff off the furniture and into the closet or into wherever I decide to put it, I guess. And then I'm going to prime around the furniture, and then when Devin gets home, I'll make him move all the furniture away from the walls. and I will prime the rest of it or have him help me or something. But so I just got the 2 paints. I grabbed some of these thingies. What are they called? I don't know. They're just the covers, the rollers. There we go, rollers. And then I grabbed this because it was on sale for half off. It was like originally $59. I got it for $29. And the one in our bathroom up here started dripping through the hot so that it doesn't work, and I've been meaning to replace it for a while anyway. So when I saw that one on sale, I was like, great, it's brushed nickel, so it's the same finish as the rest of the bathroom, at least it should be. But yeah, so that's what I got. And then I also grabbed some, I grabbed a new Scrub Daddy. Can never have enough of these, and also the one I have is looking pretty sad, so I might downgrade that one to a bathroom one for cleaning out like bathtubs and stuff. I should have done that with my last one, but I didn't. But would recommend because they are good at cleaning things. But that one's, I think that one's past its prime for dishes. And then I did get some bug spray because we've been seeing like bugs creeping into our house. Now it's spring, finally. Finally April 15th, it's spring. So I'm just like, okay, yeah, we'll just, it'll be good. Yep. Got some bug spray, and they had, it was a buy one thing, get a refill for free. My eyes are driving me crazy. Anyway, so I got, it was a buy one, get one free. So we have 2, and I just left them in the garage. I didn't want to bring them all the way up here because why would I need to? And then I got all the random stuff, like the little spout that goes with the bear paint, which I've never actually used, so I'm excited to see if I can use it. And then one of these thingies for opening the primer. And they already mixed the paint for me, but I grabbed one of these just in case. So I'm gonna go fix my eye really quick. Be right back. Okay, fixed my eye. Well, it's better. It's not painful.
Kinda simple, kinda wishful about things, and you're kinda simple, but like a pistol, you fire. Sometimes you get under my skin like a lover, and sometimes you don't wanna come back 'cause you'd rather stay out with another, talking to strangers and make out spontaneously. Now I'm so tired of hearing all your stories about the drunk nights, bragging in the glory. You're such a nice guy when you're not just talking about yourself and the way of how you dwell. I get it. Oh, I'm so tired of hearing all your stories about your rich friends traveling Mercedes. You're such a nice guy when you're not just talking about yourself and the way of how you dwell. Don't you get it? You do it right. Hold me tight when I need it. And you always like what I like we know each other. But sometimes you get under my skin like a lover, and sometimes you don't wanna come back 'cause you'd rather stay out with another, talking to strangers and make out spontaneously. Oh, I'm so tired of hearing all your stories about your rich friends traveling Mercedes. You're such a nice guy when you're not just talking about yourself and the way of how you dwell. Don't you get it? You're such a nice guy when you're not just talking about yourself and the way of how you dwell. I get it. Now I'm so tired of hearing all your stories about your rich friends traveling Mercedes. You're such a nice guy when you're not just talking about yourself and the way
So it was definitely a struggle trying to get that vent off. Also, if you can hear, I sound even more like a frog now. So I took a couple days off of doing videos and editing and everything since doing the last little part of the voiceover. I kept meaning to come back, but my voice has just not gotten better. So it's just been one of those weeks. I literally, Saturday, I did the last section of the voiceover and I was going to finish it that night, but my voice started to kind of fail. So I was like, okay, I'll try tomorrow. And now it's Tuesday. So Tuesday morning, I'm hoping to get this video up today. So hopefully it's up by the time, well, hopefully it's still Tuesday when you guys see this for the first time. And yeah, so I'm just painting, and this is just the primer. I'm getting a little coat of primer everywhere. I started painting the ceiling on my own, and then once Devin got like a couple things off the walls and moved and stuff, I got him to finish painting the ceiling because, well, he's better at it for one, and um he's taller, and he also went and got like the broom handle for me to attach it to the paint roller and stuff, and he did a good job. I think I did about a third of this room, maybe half, before he came and helped me, and then he also did the first coat of the ceiling paint. But just getting everything primed was a big task in of itself. We were able to get everything primed the second day. So the first day I did all the prepping and the corners and all of the sanding and the first round of prepping, I guess, because we kind of prepped as we went. But so yeah, Devin will come in and save me. I was like, Devin, can you do it? Because, like, look, watch. He's like a pro. He's so good. Anyway, so it was just really good to have him help me. And I was like, can you fix the spots I missed? And anyway, not that it needed it, because this is like a flat paint already on there. I just felt like if we did prime, it would be very helpful for the paint to stay nicer and to work better. And it needed to be primed, I think. So we primed everything really well. But like, I've learned that even if you buy like a paint that is a paint and primer, that it's only like 10% primer. So it's like, is it really doing that much? I don't know. Like, my mom would always say to get a primer and prime before, and I've just always listened to that. I don't think it's a bad thing to do either. It's never a bad thing to have an extra coat of paint, especially since the ceiling and walls were so dark. If you saw, like, you're seeing the wall color right now, the wall and ceiling were painted the same color. Why? I don't know. That was our whole house. It still is the basement, but the upstairs, we now have white ceilings and the creamy walls, which is nice. I'm so sorry for my voice though, guys. It's just not cute. One second. I just keep thinking, like, when is my voice gonna come back? I can't wait. It'll be so nice. So I was 36 weeks, I think, when I started talking to you guys. I'm still 36 weeks. I'm like 36 and a half weeks now. And yeah, so I got scheduled for a C-section, which is pretty crazy. So I know when the baby's gonna come, unless he comes earlier, which would be crazy as well. We're just getting really excited. So around 39 weeks is when we will be having our C-section, and I still think he's totally breech. It's been a few days since my doctor checked, but I really don't think that he's flipped since then. Also, don't worry about like the TV and everything on the walls. I still needed Devin to move everything. I was just painting around what I could like actually see and reach, and then I had Devin help me by moving all of the furniture so that I could paint the rest of the walls. And we just kind of left the bed in the middle of the room, and the dresser was like next to the bed. And anyway, so it wasn't that exciting, but I'm going to give my voice just a little bit of a breather for a minute, and we're going to listen to this song. Well, actually, never mind. There's a little clip of Dan talking in just a second and helping me paint. So I wanted to get past that clip and then we'll listen to some music. But I just feel like getting this primer coat on it was like game changing. I don't know what it was. It was just like I had started and I was able to like get into the motivation to keep it going. Also, having my room back was a motivator for sure. I was so sick of having my room covered in paint, and we couldn't sleep in there. We slept in the guest room for a night, actually, and it was fine, but I definitely don't. The bed was so uncomfortable, and I was like, I don't know, it was really weird. And it's like Dan knew something weird was going on. Like he knew that there was something weird going on. Like we sleep down the hall from him normally, but we were sleeping in the room underneath him. So I think he like could sense that there was something different happening. Also, these baseboards were really gross behind the bed, so that's what I'm cleaning off with wet wipes. It's fine. Wet wipes work for everything, right? They're just like a universal cleaner. But yeah, so we slept in the basement, and he woke up that night at like 1 o'clock in the morning and just was awake for like an hour. And we're like, what the heck are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you awake? He just like turned on his light and was playing with his toys. It was crazy. It's kind of good that I wake up every morning at like 2 to pee so that I can check on him, but it's fine. Here's the cute clips of Dan.
What are you doing?
I'm painting your walls.
You are?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You like to help me paint?
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Oh, very amazing.
Good job. Careful. Let me hold your car. Oh, Dan. Did mommy take your clothes off so that you're not getting all dirty?
Yeah.
Yep. You're doing a good job.
Yeah.
Okay. Now mommy's got to make sure it's all spread out. We don't want to have a bunch of streaks and stuff, huh?
Can you do it now?
The sun's going down as I try to make my way through the crowd. Feeling alive, I love being by your side. It makes me shine. We got one summer, so let's make it count. You make me feel like everything's alright.
It's so nice to have a wonderful husband who will just come in and paint your ceiling for you. So the ceiling and the walls, actually, everything took about 2 coats each. So the ceiling, Devin did the first coat, and then I went in the next day when he was at work, and I did the second coat. And here's Dan just kind of hanging out in the room with us while we're doing the ceiling. This was the night that we slept in the guest room, as you can probably tell. And then the next day I got everything painted by about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So we had everything air out and we slept with the windows open and it was fine. It was just like, okay, I want my room back. I don't care if I have to sleep in this room that's painted. But I don't know if that was the best choice, but it's fine. So for the ceiling paint, we have the color Solid Opal by Behr, and it's just a flat paint and it's really, really pretty. So we did that for the ceilings and the whole upstairs, and I really love the color. It's like slightly off-white, but it's like white enough that it feels really bright and open, but it's like kind of warm also. And we did that in flat, and then I did the same color for the trim, but it's in satin, I believe. So I did flat for the ceiling, satin for this trim, and then eggshell is on the walls. And I did, that color is oh gosh, what's it called? Crisp Linen by Behr as well. It's just the color that I've been doing, and I'm just like, I already have it picked out. I know I like the color. I'm just gonna paint my whole house that color now, and I'm just starting on the wall color now, and it's just, I love it. It brightens up the room so much and warms the room as well, which is nice to have when you have when you've had these dark gray walls for a long time. Like, it's not like the darkest gray that there ever was, but it felt really dark in this small room and it needed to be brightened up. And now we'll turn on one lamp in the room and it's like, oh my gosh, it's so bright in here. It's crazy what paint can do, just having it reflect the light back when it's so warm and bright, you know. I love it. It makes me really happy, and it was a necessary thing for me. I think it brought so much coziness, and I don't know, it just feels really good. And it, like, just painting a room can really add so much like value to the room, even just like living value, like being able to live in that room and have it be a little bit nicer. Even Devin really likes it. He's like, yeah, it feels better in here. The walls were just so dark, and the ceiling, I think the ceiling was probably the thing that killed me the most, was the fact that it was just so dark and dreary. And just knowing that my whole house used to be that color is crazy. The only rooms that weren't that color upstairs were the old kitchen, which is now Dan's room, and the bathroom, which is now like a light green that I paint. That was the first project I undertook in this house. It was like right before we started the renovation. I was like, this is my mini renovation. It's my practice. And I felt like I did a pretty good job in there, but it definitely needs some more work in the bathroom, but it's not a priority ever. So, you know, bathrooms, they're not the most prioritized spaces, I don't think. Maybe cleaning wise, they kind of are. Cleaning the kitchen and the bathroom is very, very important. But yeah, so this next song is called Be Your Light by Klinger. Hopefully you like it. I've played this song a few times, so let me know if you've heard it before.
I get so caught up in the middle, thinking of drowning in those blue eyes. I'm losing sight 'cause I am falling. I'm so deep down, and it's not a lie that I die. I can't hide what this is. Yeah, I keep drowning in those blue eyes, and you can tell me all of your lies. I will put out all of the fire if it gets too dark. I'll be your light. Be your light. I'll be your light. If it can tell me all of your lies. I will put out all of the fire. If it gets too dark, I'll be your light. Be your light. I'll be your light. If it gets too dark, I'll be your light. Be your light. I'll be your light. If it gets too dark, I am running for you. I am running for you. I am running for you. If it gets too dark, I'll be your light. Be your light. I'll be your light. If it gets too dark, I'll be your light. I'll be your light. Your light. I'll be your light. If it gets too dark, I'll be your light.
The dogs seemed so concerned while we were doing this. They were like, what is happening to our room? Our room is torn apart. What are we gonna do? They were confused when we slept in the basement room downstairs in the guest room. And, that's just kind of how it is. That's just kind of what happened. And then Devin came in after I had painted everything. It felt so much better in here, guys. Like, a fresh coat of paint is like a game changer. I don't know what it was. It was crazy. Made me so happy. And we started putting the room back together, and it just started coming together and started feeling so much better. And it just, it just made me feel so much better knowing that we were that much closer to having the room ready for the baby. Now we just need to put the bassinet in there. I do need to vacuum it again, though, even though we vacuumed 3 times during this video. And there's me dancing on the bed because it was kind of wobbly when you stand on it, but it's okay. I didn't fall or anything. Devin would have caught me. And I was just trying to take off all the tape on the light, and it definitely got stuck because I did putty around the tape. It's fine. It's not perfect, but it's okay. And we're just pushing all of the furniture back, and, well, Devin did most of that. I think I did help him move the bed just to kind of like nudge the one side that he wasn't pulling so that we wouldn't break the bed, but I wasn't doing much. I just kind of like moved it a little bit so that it wouldn't break while he was doing all the grunt work, just kind of nudging it so that it wouldn't snap or something. I don't know, whatever happens to beds when you're trying to pull them and one side doesn't move. But here it is, finished painting. Our bedspread is just like a blanket that we're just sleeping with right now because it's so hot. It's been like really hot at night now. I'm like basically an incubator. My whole torso, I like even pull my belly out of my clothes at night because it's just so warm. And it's just, all of the things. So I hung the picture of me and Devin from our wedding over our bed on my side of the bed, and then we hung the little bird cage on the other side of the room instead. Normally we would hang that where the picture of us is, but I didn't have that picture framed for a long time, so it took a while for me to get that framed. And now that it's framed, I'm like, I want to display it. I want it to be in our room, and I want to see it when we go in there. And here's Devin vacuuming again. It felt so good, guys. Just having the room vacuumed, having the walls painted. I do need to clean the glass. I think Dan put like lotion all over the glass in there. And just getting everything hung back up. Dan was having so much fun being able to jump on our bed again. I'm pretty sure he missed that for the 2 days that our bed was out of commission. And yeah, he does love to go jump on our bed. It's pretty cute. But yeah, it's been really awesome. And just having Devin help me was such a blessing. And I do end up putting a new cover on that that where the old cover was, the vent cover, because it was really nasty. It was like so caked on with all this gross stuff. There's like 9 layers of paint on that vent cover, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna replace this one. The one right there I would replace, but I just didn't want to. We don't really use that one, and I wasn't that worried about it, so I did paint over that one, and I might replace it at some point, but I'm just not that worried about it currently. But the other one where like the green tape was covering the hole just so that we could still use it as a vent, but like so Minion wouldn't fall in or something tragic like that, or Dan throw a bunch of toys down there. We just had the tape covering it right there, and then I ran to the store, I think the next day, to put this on. It might have been a couple days later, doesn't really matter. I got this clip for you and I put the vent on, and it took some finagling since the hole was like not the right exact size, but it was like so close, like a millimeter or 3 off. And so I kind of finagled it, hammered the sides in, and it worked out. It looks good. It functions. The thing goes up and down now. It didn't for a minute. As you can see, I kept like pulling it on and off and just trying to make sure that it fit really well, because that is important. Making sure that the vent fits is an important thing. So I just had to keep hammering the vent inside and make sure that it worked really well. And it took probably as long to put this one on as it took to take the other one off. And that's saying something, because it took a long time to take the other one off. So it felt really good though, just to have a new vent in here. And then obviously had to bring the vacuum in one more time, clean up all that mess, and Dan had to help me. But yeah, so that's everything for this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed helping me paint my room for the baby to come. It's so exciting to get these little things done. I mean, this was actually a pretty big thing. It's been on my list for a long time, and I'm just so excited to get things ready for this little munchkin to come. And Devin's excited, and we can't wait. So love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.